Recording in progress.
Thanks for joining this webinar early. Yeah, I hope you can see me and hear my voice loud and clear. Do let me know if you can't hear my voice in the chat group. Yeah, thanks. I'll be back at 3. We'll start at 3 p.m. Hope you can see my slides and hear my voice loud and clear. Thanks. We'll start at 3 p.m. Thank you. Hi, good afternoon. Hope you have taken your lunch. Thanks for joining this webinar early. We are waiting for the other participants to march in progressively. So in the meantime, just grab yourself a cup of coffee. Then it's something is raining at Toa Payoh. Not sure how's the weather at your end. Yeah, so hope you can hear my voice loud and clear. Okay. We will start at 3 p.m. Yeah, thank you. Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for joining this webinar. My name is Ivy. Okay, the time now is 2:57 p.m. We will start this webinar at 3 p.m. So yeah, now it's a very cooling weather, nice to sleep in. Hope you will have beside you a cup of coffee. Then later I'll bring you through this journey on a health check on your insurance portfolio. See you at 3 p.m. Hope you can hear my voice loud and clear. See you at 3 p.m. Thank you. Hi everyone. Yeah, now the time is 3 p.m. I shall start this webinar now. Okay, hope you can see my slides and hear my voice loud and clear. Okay, so yeah, here's the topic for today: health check on your insurance portfolio. My name is Ivy. I'm an investment consultant from Toa Payoh Phillip Investor Center. If you also stay nearby, you can drop by and say hello to me. Okay. I'll try to make this session short and sweet in 30 minutes. Okay. Okay, so here's an ongoing current campaigns that we have this bundle for your secured future, which will run until end of March. So if you happen to want to buy, this bundle campaign, right? Actually, if you like our smart part, right, the 6% guaranteed return, hold for 3 months, but that's a prerequisite. That means you purchase a suitable qualified life insurance. Okay, later I will touch on more towards the end of this webinar. So as a disclaimer, the information that I will share is more for educational and sharing purpose, and it should not be considered as a financial advice. Do approach me if you need any advisory on health insurance. A brief introduction of Phillip Capital. About us, Phillip Capital, we are established since 1975. So this year we are 49 years old. Sorry. We are an integrated Asian financial house. Phillip Securities, we are a member of Phillip Capital Group, and we have global presence in 15 countries with HQ in Singapore. In Singapore, we have 10 Phillip Investor Center. Our HQ is in Raffles City Tower near the City Hall MRT. And we have other 9 branches at the different parts of Singapore, the north, south, east, west, from Toa Payoh branch. Okay, so at Phillip Capital, right, our core services include brokerage services in securities, wealth advisory and management, as well as wealth protection, that is insurance. I think most of y'all may be fully aware that we are more popular in the securities, but actually we also have the wealth protection, the insurance arm, and these are our suite of our insurance partners. In fact, we have most of them on board, except for Prudential and Great Eastern for strategic reason. So yeah, we have income insurance insurer And we have Singlife, we have, okay, Great Eastern here is more for the general insurance. Later I'll touch on more. And we have AIA, just to name a few, okay, both life and health insurance as well as general insurance. A brief intro of myself. My name is Ivy. I think some of you may be aware, know me, because you have attended my webinar and some seminar as well at the Toa Payoh branch. I'm a certified associate wealth planner accredited by the Financial Planning Association of Singapore. I am licensed and I specialize in investment as well as wealth protection in the area of life, health, as well as general insurance. Personally, I'm a strong advocate for personal financial wellness. That means wealth protection, investment, retirement planning, as well as estate planning. So, sorry. Here's an overview of today's topic, which I'll bring you through the importance of wealth protection, the protection in your journey, and key considerations for your wealth protection needs, followed by a Q&A. So along the webinar, if you have any questions, you can actually drop in the Q&A panel, and I will try to address towards the end of the webinar. So most of you might have been aware of this basic financial planning guide that was launched by the MAS and MoneySense. This guide was launched in last year, October 2023. It's to give you guidance for your key and basic financial planning needs. It's meant for guidance, not regulatory, but it's good to recommend so that you can have something to start with. So there are 4 pillars in this basic financial planning guide. Basically, emergency fund, protection, investment, and legacy. Of course, for today's topic, I will focus more on the protection, which is the insurance portion. So I'll touch on more. Sorry. So for protection, right? Okay, basically the idea is to obtain insurance protection or coverage for yourself for the death and TPD, total permanent disability, to give yourself 9 times for annual income. 9 times annual income. For critical illness coverage, to have a 4 times annual income, okay, for comprehensive coverage. Later, I will touch on the definition of death and TPD, and as well as for comparison, what is the difference between MediShield Life and CareShield Life, to give you an overview and idea. So for the death and TPD and critical illness, right? So this benchmark actually is recommended by the LIA, Life Insurance Association of Singapore. If you cannot remember, so remember the 9494. So 9 times annual income for your death and TPD coverage, 4 times annual income for the standard critical illness. Okay, now let me touch on the definition of critical illness and TPD. So critical illness, right? Actually, from the LIA, they maintain a list of 37 critical illness as part of the CI Critical Illness Framework 2019. So it includes the major cancer, severe heart attack, end-of-stage illnesses like end-of-stage kidney failure, end-of-stage lung disease, liver failure, deafness, or even terminal illness or severe dementia. So collectively, they are the 37 critical illness as part of the framework maintained by the LIA. TPD, total and permanent disability, that means basically the loss of sight in both eyes or both limbs, one eye or one limb. You get the idea? So this is the general definition of CI, critical illness, and TPD. Okay, here's the illustration. Remember the 9 times and 4 times coverage. So for death and TPD, right, good to have a coverage of 9 times annual income. So illustration, for example, your annual income is 60K. Okay, so 9 times 60K. So if you can, of course, consider affordability. If you can afford have a coverage for yourself for the death and TPD 9 times, which is 540K. Okay, so if your annual income is 10K per month, for example, that is around 100K. So 9 times 100K, that means almost 1.08 million. So you get the idea? So for the coverage for critical illness, right, is 4 times your annual income. For example, your annual income is in the range of 36K. So 4 times 36K, that means 144K. And likewise, if your annual income is 60K times 4 times, it means 240K. So this is the general idea of the illustration on the 9 times annual income for your death and TVD coverage, and 4 times annual income for your coverage for CI. So you may have some question for the basic financial planning guide. So they mentioned about the 9 times and 4 times. So what if that is you did not follow it? What does that mean, right? Okay, so if you notice that you have purchased more or less coverage, right? According to this guide rule of thumb, right? Okay, it's just good to review your needs and preferences to see whether your existing coverage is enough. If there's a gap, okay, it's good to close the gap if you can afford. Or maybe there are some changes in your life stages. Maybe before you bought the plan is for single, so now you are married with children. Then you have to review your plans correspondingly. So if you have actually an existing insurance provider, you can engage them. If not, you can also reach out to me. I can actually assist you to review the adequacy of your insurance coverage. So you may have a question, how do they come up with the 9 times and 4 times annual income, right, or for the coverage? So basically it's based on LIA, the Life Insurance Association, their recent protection gap study, where they found that, let's say for the death and TVD coverage, right, they actually concluded that estimated amount of 9 times annual income is required by the dependents of the life insured in the event of premature death or even TVD to cover the day-to-day expenses, to clear outstanding debts, maybe for their house or cars, for example, and to maintain a reasonable lifestyle for a period of time. For the critical illness, right, so the study also concluded that given a recovery period of, say, 5 years before the insured can recover and go back to the workforce, right, so it's estimated 4 times annual income is required to cover the family expenses. So of course, this one is just a guide, 9 times or 4 times. Good to have, good to follow, but if let's say there's a short form, yeah, we can actually progressively close the gap. Okay, so in terms of life stages, Okay, sorry here. So here's my slides on give you an idea. I think most of you may have some or a bit of the insurance policy here. So on the left side, these are collectively known as the life and health insurance, which consists of your maybe term life or whole life insurance, your hospitalization, which means your MediShield Life or even or integrated shield plan to cover your hospitalization bill, endowment and savings plan or IRP, long-term care insurance, that means your ElderShield or CareShield Life and their supplements, if you have any, good to have, and retirement annuity. So collectively, they are called the life and health insurance. On your right side will be the general insurance to protect yourself and your assets, which includes, of course, personal accident to equip yourself with some accidental death and disability expenses or outpatient medical, fire and home content insurance to protect your home and assets. And if you're a car, if you're a vehicle, yeah, vehicle insurance. Of course, when you travel insurance. So these are the 2 groups of insurance to protect yourself and your assets. So of course, looking at your life stages, your life journey, good to have all of them if you can afford. So important to have these key ones like your hospitalization plan, MediShield integration plan, critical illness plan, early, intermediate, or advanced stage thing, term and whole life insurance, personal accident plan, endowment plan, also known as savings plan, long-term plan, and retirement annuity plan. Okay, next few slides, I'm going to touch on the key concepts and points of the various types of insurance plans and the benefits for you. So the first one, most of us who have on this life insurance can be term life or whole life. So what's the purpose of term and whole life insurance, right? Is to give you a financial protection for yourself and your loved ones against financial loss. For example, in the event of your premature death due to illness or accident or even TVD. So when it happens, right, insurer, if you bought a plan, insurer will pay a lump sum death benefit to your beneficiaries upon your pass on. And let's say you're diagnosed with critical illness or TVD, okay, so there will be a lump sum paid up. So you get the idea? So of course, what are the solutions for you? So I'm sure you also know about DPS, Dependent Protection Scheme, and HPS, which is our national scheme. Okay, so DPS is a National Term Life Insurance. The moment you start work, right, contribute contribute your CPF, okay, between this age, right, you auto on this dependent protection scheme. Okay, but the coverage is only up to age 65 against death and TBD, and the sum assured is only 70K, okay, respectively. Of course, it is administered by government, CPF board. For the HPS home protection scheme, is a national mortgage reducing insurance to protect CPF member and their family member. So this one is compulsory, especially you are taking HDB loan. Of course, you know that the coverage is inadequate. So good to level up to have some basic term life or whole life insurance to give you financial protection and rider or top up with your critical illness coverage or even early CI coverage. Next, I'll move on to endowment or investment or savings plan. So basically, again, it gives you a protection and give you a potential to grow your savings, especially those participating endowment plan. So typically you have a financial goal. I mean, you want to provide education fund for your children's education, or to grow your wealth for your dream car, your dream house, or your desired lifestyle. So of course, the solution for you is your endowment plan, which is provided by many insurers. So it gives you protection, savings, even death and TBD coverage. Of course, you can also look at IRP, investment-linked insurance policy, to give you an potential upside by investing in underlying sub-funds. Next is personal accident plans. So as the name applies, right, it's cover you with outpatient accidental expenses, or that you incur medical expenses. Let's say you play a recreation game, football, for example, you sprain your leg, injure yourself. Okay, then that will be, you can actually claim for reimbursement for those portions. Okay, then of course, also provide accidental death and disability coverage. Next, I'll move on to health insurance, that means medical and hospitalization plans. The idea is to help you pay for your hospital bills, which tend to be a huge amount, be it due to illness or accident, to cover for your inpatient day surgery, pre and post hospitalization charges, and selected outpatient treatment like dialysis or cancer treatment. So of course, you know, the basic solution for most of us Singapore citizen PR is MediShield Life. It's a basic national health insurance. Okay, of course, you can level up with an integrated shield plan. I will elaborate in my subsequent slides. Next is long-term care insurance. Is to give you provide for your long-term care expenses when you are actually become weak or unable to take care of yourself, to cover for the caregiver cost or your stay in nursing home. Then this is where you're unable or assessed to be severely disabled. I mean, cannot perform 3 or more ADR activities of daily living. I'll elaborate more on my subsequent slide later. Of course, the solution will be ElderShield, CareShield Life, which is a basic national scheme for long-term care. Good to level up with a CareShield Life supplement plan as well. Next is disability income insurance. So basically, the idea is you have a occupation, your job. Let's say you are actually down due to unable to work due to illness or accident for a period of years or months. Then that is the income replacement tool for you, a fixed amount for you, so that you can keep yourself going now, keep a day to day. And typically, it will reimburse you up to 75% of your monthly salary. Of course, when you can start work again, the monthly payment will actually stop. So the solution is disability income insurance. The last one would be retirement annuity plan. The idea is to provide you with a regular income to supplement your CPF life. Okay, so of course we are on board already on CPF life annuity, most of us, but we know that there's still a gap. So good to close the gap with a retirement annuity plan. Okay, next, I will also give you an overview on, I think most of us will have these few plans already. So good to give you, good to give you an overview also to see where are the key differences. Term life, whole life, endowment plan, and IRP. So you can see across the board, the key objective is definitely a protection element, protection against financial loss. But you can see from the term life insurance is a pure term protection only, without no frills. Okay, so for the whole life endowment LP, there is elements of potential to grow your savings or investment return for LP. In terms of coverage, the 4 plans typically will provide coverage for death and TBD. For the coverage period, you can see for term life, as the name applies, is given only coverage for a specific term period, like up to age 65 or 20 years, for example. For whole life as the name applies, typically up to whole life as long as you pay your premium each month, each year. Endowment plan typically is also for a term period like 20 years, okay? And after end of the 20 years, the mature, right, then you can get back your sum. LLP typically whole life. So upon premature death, what is being paid, right? So you can see across the board sum assured. Okay, of course, there's term life, right? Is as a basic term life with just provide sum assured with no bonus as well or no cash value. So that is the key differences. For ILP, this is subject to the value of the units in the ILP sub-funds. So what is paid is if the policy is surrendered early, right? So again, term life is nil. There is no cash value. Okay, because it's just a pure term life policy with yield protection, no cash value. For whole life and endowment, you can see the common similarities. It has a cash value, especially it has a participating endowment plan or life plan with guaranteed and non-guaranteed portion or bonus. Okay, so basically this is an overview. I hope this is useful for you. Let's take a look at the healthcare scheme of Singapore, which most of us are very familiar. MediSave, MediShield Life, and CareShield Life. Of course, MediSave is more to help you pay for your approved healthcare costs, especially outpatient costs at the hospital. Sorry. For MediShield Life and CareShield Life, I will touch on more in my subsequent slide. Basically, the idea is MediShield Life is a health insurance hospitalization plan to protect you against the huge or large amount of medical bills, hospital bill. As you know, the medical costs can be very hefty. Regardless of age and your health condition. And CareShield Life is the long-term care insurance scheme. Okay, it will give you a monthly cash payout in the event of severe disability. Okay, so let me highlight the key differences between MediShield Life and CareShield Life. Because most of Singaporeans or PR, they may not be, they thought that, how come there's the same thing? Actually, it isn't. So MediShield Life, it is a national health insurance for Singapore citizen and SPR. It's a basic coverage to pay for your large hospital bills and selected costly outpatient treatment, example, cancer treatment or dialysis. So MediShield Life only cover Class B2 and C ward. Class B2 and C ward. And your annual premium is fully paid by your MediSave. It's good to upgrade and level up with an integrated shield plan for a higher coverage. Let's say you prefer a private hospital or A ward, which with less waiting time. Yeah, then it's good to have an integrated shield plan. Okay, for CareShield Life, it is a national long-term care insurance scheme. Both are administered by government. So CareShield Life provide you with a monthly payout of $600 per month when you're assessed to be severely disabled. That means you are unable to perform 3 or more ADL, activities of daily living, which includes the moment you wake up right in the morning, right? You move around from your bed, move around your house, you visit your toilet to manage your bowel, you shower yourself, you dress up yourself and feed yourself. So these are the 6 ADL that we perform every day. So the moment you are assessed to be unable to perform 3 or more, right, then you are assessed to be severely disabled, then you will receive a payout if you're on the CareShield Life scheme. Annual premium, you can fully pay by your MediSave as well. Good to level with a CareShield Life supplement for a higher monthly payout because the money payout on the CareShield Life is just $600. So from the Singlife or even research study, the monthly long-term care cost is actually around $2,004 per month. So you can see that it's a gap. It's good to close the gap. Okay, let me share with you more. Okay, I bring you through why it's good to level up your MediShield Life. Okay, so MediShield Life, is a national health insurance scheme for SC and SPR to offset your medical bill. is for B2 and C1. For integrated shield plan, right? Okay, of course, it covers for Singapore citizen SPR and also for foreigners if they're on a valid employment pass, things like this. Integration plan, as I mentioned earlier, if you prefer a private hospital with maybe a faster, less waiting time, sorry, then or you prefer B1 or A ward, then go for integrated shield plan. Okay. Okay. In terms of coverage for pre and post hospitalization costs, okay, the MediShield Life being a basic one, it has no coverage for the pre and post hospitalization costs. Okay, so what do I mean by pre and post, right? That means, let's say before you hospitalize, you go for diagnostic tests or follow-up on medical treatment costs. Okay, so these are the pre and post. So you can see there is a gap in the MediShield Life basic one. So it's good to level out with an integrated shield plan so that it will provide you coverage for the pre and post hospitalization costs. And typically, depending on which insurer and your plan, like, it will cover up to 100 days or 100 days to 365 days before and after your hospitalization period. Next is on the policy claim limit, right? The basic MediShield Life, the maximum of 150K per policy year. So which is depending on your illness or the hospital condition. So it's good to level up the IPE plan, which gives you a higher annual claim limit, because in some cases, the basic coverage 150K may not be adequate. So yeah, so for the integrated shield plan, it has an annual claim limit, so higher annual claim limit, which range from 200K up to almost 2.5 million per policy year. Of course, this depends on your insurer and the plan. So in terms of administration, of course, the basic MediShield Life is administered by our Singapore government, the CPF board. For the integrated shield plan, yeah, there's a two-in-one thing. The basic MediShield Life, of course, is by the CPF board for Singapore citizen SPR. For the additional tier, right? Additional private insurance is administered by you can choose one of the 7 private insurance providers. In terms of annual premium, so for the basic MediShield Life, it is fully paid by Medisave. For integrated shield plan, so your coverage is for the additional private insurance coverage, right? You can also pay by your Medisave up to the AWL additional withdrawal limit, which is go by each band 300, 600, and 900. Yeah. Okay, so of which some cash outlay may be required. So the integrated shield plan basically consists of the basic MediShield Life, the integrated shield plan, the additional ones from the private insurers. Then if you prefer to have a rider, a third layer, for the rider, typically you can only pay by cash. So what's the purpose of rider is to help you lower your Medisave payment or cash payment. Okay, so that is the idea. Okay, now I come to the last part, which is the private retirement annuity plan. So what is this, right? So basically, it's an insurance plan to help to supplement your CPF life. You know, from CPF life, right? You can actually start to drop from age 65 up to age 65 onwards. Okay, but you can defer up to age 70. So let's say you choose to start your CPF life from age 65. Okay, as long as you are around, you will draw your CPF life monthly income. But of course, typically there is a gap because it may not be enough. Let's say your monthly expenditure is around 3K, for example, and your CPF life monthly income is around 1K or 1.5, okay, 1K or 2,000. So there is still a gap. So it's good to level up with a private retirement annuity plan to supplement your CPF life to give you additional income when you retire. So typically, how do you fund your annuity plan? Right? It can be single premium, it means a lump sum premium, or you can choose regular premium, annual, monthly, or quarterly. But typically, annual premium is more cost effective. Okay. To give you an idea on the retirement annuity, right? So let's say Andy, illustration here, Andy. Okay, let's say he's age 55. Of course, he's planning for his retirement. So he can choose single premium or regular premium depending on his resources. So let's say he has chosen regular premium to pay over 5 years. Okay, Then after which he can, of course, upfront when he chose the plan, he must decide what is the accumulation plan period. Sorry. So typically it can be 5 years or 10 years. Okay, then also decide on what is the payout period. How long is the payout? It can be 10 years or 20 years. And how much is the monthly income that he wants to receive. Okay, so basically the idea of private retirement annuity is you choose your preference, either single premium or regular premium, pay 5 years or pay 10 years, for example. Then how long is your accumulation period? Then when you want to start to draw out your monthly income, how much is your monthly income and payout period for how long? So for retirement annuity plan that is provided by the insurance, right? So they will also provide other benefits like accidental death benefit, disability, retrenchment benefit, to give you an idea. So for annuity plan, right, they also have typically no medical underwriting or no health checkup. Okay. So here is the idea of a retirement annuity plan. Okay, of course, regardless of what insurance plan that you want to buy, right? Okay, to give you coverage. Here are the key considerations: your financial situation, look at your cash flow, your budget, and whether you have any outstanding loan to pay. Also consider your family and dependents, then your coverage that you require, and of course, insurance is for long-term commitment, so do also consider the affordability for a long-term. It's a long-term cost as well. Okay, so I've come to the end of this webinar. Okay, so later I'll come to the Q&A portion. So let me share with you on our ongoing this campaign, the bundle of our secured future, right? So basically you can see the 6% rabbit at this tagline, 6% guaranteed return. So if you are not aware of our Smart Park, right? Smart Park, it is our assets fund management, this portion, the part 2. So basically this bundle got 2 parts. The second part is you can park up to 50K, 50,000 Sing dollar fresh funds into the Smart Park in your trading account. Then you can hold for 3 months. You can enjoy a guaranteed return of 6% per annum, guaranteed return for the 3 months. Okay. But however, to do that, you need to purchase a suitable qualifying life insurance. We also want to create awareness for that we actually have an insurance partner on board also. So like what I shared earlier, you can actually consider savings, retirement, or even LP. Okay, so typically it can be single premium. The minimum premium is 30K. Regular premium is 6K annual premium. So if you're actually keen on this one, do reach out to me as well. Here's my contact number. You can scan this QR code on the WhatsApp. It will bring you to my contact number. Alternatively, you can give me a call or email me at Toa Payoh branch. Okay, so in the meantime, I'll check what are the Q&A. Let me check. Okay, so there is a question on the CareShield Life, I think, on whether there's any age limit for this. I think you mean the entry age, right? For CareShield, the basic CareShield Life, right? Okay, let me go back to the slide. The CareShield Life, yeah. Okay, so far the question on the CareShield Life, what is the entry age, right? Let me see. Age limitation. Yeah. So if you are referring to the basic CareShield Life, that is our government, right? In fact, our Singapore government actually strongly encourage, as long as you are not severely disabled, please join on board, because like most of the Merdeka generation, right, they might be still on ElderShield or maybe not on ElderShield. Of course, as long as they are healthy and not severely disabled, please do join. You can do online and join the CareShield Life. At least, cover yourself with the CareShield Life on board on this one and give you CareShield Life or money paid out of $600 per month when your assets will be severely disabled. So good to consider that. But if you're referring to the CareShield Life supplement, right? Yeah, there is an age limit. If I'm not wrong, it's around 65. But I will come back to you, Ms. Wan, on this one. If you're referring to the CareShield Life supplement, are you? But for the basic CareShield Life, I recall there is no maximum age limit. because Singapore government also want us to take care of ourselves. So even best is try to be on board the CareShield Life, basic CareShield Life scheme. But actually, I also help my parents. They are in their late 60s or 70s. So they were on the they were on the ElderShield scheme. So ElderShield scheme, right? If some of you are on this board, right? On this ElderShield, right? It only give you a coverage of ElderShield 300 and 400, yeah. ElderShield 400, say 400 only gives you $400 per month and up to 5 years only. Unlike this one, CareShield Life, right? Actually, it gives you a monthly payout of $600 per month for life, as long as you are remaining says to be severely disabled. So which is why it's good to be on board at least the basic CareShield Life. Okay, MediShield Life is a compulsory thing. Okay, of course CareShield Life also compulsory, but if you have to look for yourself, check on board whether you are on the ElderShield Life. If you're on ElderShield, right, it's good to switch on convert to CareShield Life. Okay, of course the annual premium is a bit higher, but the point is it gives you a lifetime paid up monthly income of $600 per month. Okay, so do reach out to me. Miss Wan, I will come back to you. Okay. So yeah, I'll be here for now the time is 3:34. I'll be here around for another 2 minutes. You have any question for me? You can type in the Q&A. So I hope you find this session useful. Yeah. So in future, I also have monthly webinar. In fact, we also have seminar at Toa Payoh branch. If you stay nearby, do check out our POEMS seminar page. Then you can actually join in our seminar or webinar, depending on which topic you actually prefer. So in the meantime, let's say you have some questions or you are actually keen on this bundle plan, yeah, do reach out to me. Here's my contact, my email address, or you can give us a call or yeah, WhatsApp me. I'll be here for another 1 minute. Yeah. I'll leave this page on in case you can actually save my number and reach out to me. Alternatively, you can come by Toa Payoh branch. Yeah. So if you're actually keen on this plan, right, you can this bundle plan, yeah, you can reach out to me as well. Yeah, because it will run until end March. So if you're keen, then maybe this few days or next week you can come back to inquire about this, then I can share with you more. Of course, you just buy a plan that you need, not just the purpose of this campaign. Okay, of course it's good because most of my clients they like this part, the part 2, the 6% thing. So if they also happen want to buy a qualified life insurance, why not, right? Okay. So anyway, it's also for a coverage for yourself. It's a win-win. Yeah, to give you savings or retirement plans, then you can enjoy this 6% guarantee part. 6% per annum on a smart part. Okay, it's a maximum of 50K. Hold for 3 months. Okay. Thanks for joining this webinar. I hope you find this session useful. So I will be exiting and ending this webinar in 10 seconds. So here's a last chance to scan this or take this page and reach out to me. Do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.